Today we're speaking with Alan Solheim, who's the VP of Product Management and Business Development at DragonWave. Alan, how are you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
So tell me a little bit about your company, please, and what you do.
DragonWave makes packet microwave systems for backhaul of any 3G plus network, or for general fiber extension of any network, whether it's wired or wireless.
So when you say 3G plus, that means 3G, 4G, etc.
We've been deployed with HSPA. We just won a big contract in Canada for Wind Mobile. We're doing a 3G network deployment. We've been deployed with Clearwire in their WiMAX network, and we've been deployed in LTE network. So any of the new and emerging mobile technologies we get involved in.
And you have a new product, as I understand it.
We do. We just introduced the Horizon Quantum line of product. It's the latest in our Horizon line of products. I guess the headline for that product is the high capacity and spectral efficiency. We can deliver up to 4 gigabits on a single link with this new product, and it's got about 2 to 3 times the spectral efficiency of any other product on the market.
And what's been the response from carriers?
Well, we just announced it, obviously, so but the feedback at this show has been great. In fact, we were nominated for and we won the 4G Technology Innovation Award, I believe it was called at the show.
Great. Now, how's the market been for backhaul and those sorts of applications?
We've seen great growth. We've had to up our guidance this year 2 to 3 times, so if that's any indication of what sort of market we're seeing. But we're seeing continued investment in the backhaul and significantly for these newer generation networks. They're really breaking the legacy methods of backhaul and requiring overlay and new investment in the backhaul network, and we're taking advantage of that.
So how do carriers decide whether they need to go with microwave or fiber in a backhaul situation?
The business case for fiber is really distance sensitive. So wherever you've got fiber, it costs money to dig a trench and to lay out the new fiber to go to where you need it to go. So if you've got a short distance to go, it doesn't cost very much, probably makes sense to go fiber. If you've got a longer distance to go, the microwave is cheaper. So that economics is basically what determines the choice. Typically speaking, and the numbers vary from place to place, but if you've got a few hundred feet to go, you'll use fiber probably. If you've got several thousand feet to go or a mile or two, microwave makes the most sense.
Are there any trends globally that you're seeing in terms of what carriers are doing?
Well, certainly one of the unique things in this generation of mobile networks is that the new technologies are being deployed first in North America. Traditionally, they would have been deployed in Europe. So we're seeing WiMAX and LTE trials and network deployments happening here first. Western Europe is still, from our perspective in terms of the next generation technologies, they're still in sort of a holding pattern, both due to the economy and due to the competitive environment. What we are seeing a lot of growth in is places like the Middle East, Africa, Pakistan, places that don't have a lot of robust wired infrastructure. And we're seeing there wireless is being used not only for mobile, but for fixed access.
So you've got an interesting competitive set, right? You've got smaller companies you compete with, you've got some Asian players, and you've got some incumbents. How do you fit in with all those different companies, and how do you differentiate when you're looking to sell?
So we were probably the first company to build packet microwave radios. And so we've had, whereas the other guys are struggling to get their first release out, we're on our 4th or 5th generation of product. That's allowed us to drive down the cost curve, increase the feature sets. We differentiate in terms of small form factor, functionality, capacity, cost per bit, all of the usual caribous. The other thing I would say is the total cost of ownership really is dominated not by the capital cost of the equipment, but all of the other caribous, leasing costs, spectrum costs, etc. One of the things that we always do is we take a network view of the implementation and we try to minimize the overall network cost for our customers, as well as provide the most cost-effective box. those two things combined deliver a lot of value for our customers, and in general, you see us winning business.
That's great. What can we expect next from your company?
More of the same. We're just at the beginning of this boom of 4G backhaul. We're just getting started here in North America, and the wave is yet to come. In many ways, we're kind of like a surfer looking at the beginning of the big run, and we're kind of excited to see where it'll take us.
That's great. Keep up the good work, and thanks for being on the program.
Thanks.